So, yeah, I'm sitting in my office. I got off early today, so I have a little bit more time. And just trying to figure out what to get done next. Whenever the idea of what the next vehicle, like the next fastest thing to do, comes across my mind, it always comes with this YouTube channel, which is another brand, another idea, and the only way I can really sum it up, and I think I'm probably going to do another version of the channel, another brand version of the channel, and call it Justin's Notes. Because ultimately, I have a lot of notes and a lot of ideas that I have collected from other sources, other people, and, the Bible, even. And, I just want to try to collect them into an idea that kind of collects the ideas of what you've maybe already heard, maybe you've already seen, and then put them together with more evidence to either support it or go against it. The problem is I don't want to keep putting these ideas out on this channel, even though this channel theoretically is a diary of all of my ideas. I kind of still feel like the audience is specifically car related, so they're either Eclipse related or they're BMW related. I got flooded with thoughts because I still haven't told you about the Supra, still haven't told you about the bus, still haven't told you about the property, and I really don't go over the Silverado, I don't go over the Accord, and I'm trying to be private with my life. However, I kind of want to just diary it and just make a video about it and not care. But the problem is I'm sitting there thinking about how all my videos already are just about the Eclipse or just about the BMW. So I'm going to start making more content around just whatever I want to. And then I'm going to start making another channel. Well, I already made another channel as far as all of my thoughts and my ideas. As of today, I'm up to 52 subscribers. And I was able to be successful with a couple videos in the shorts. So I took a podcast of an idea that I already liked and I already had in my notes, but somebody else sang it. And I put it in, I just cut it up. But the problem is that they're kind of close, but they're instead of talking about God, they'll talk about the source. Or instead of talking about, things like that, it always is something else, you know what I mean? Right there next to it. Everything's always right there next to it. So the idea is that I want to start making more videos, and I want to make videos every day, but I don't want to have to worry about it as much. And the problem is that whenever I worried all about it, I went and tripoded it, and I made a big deal about it, and I ended up getting 1,000 views. And then the video that I just held a camera in my hand and didn't do anything about, I actually got more views. So today, I guess that's what I'm going to try to do, make a quick video about my thoughts. This is 4 minutes in. I'm at my computer. I'm going to go to the property because I'm sitting here agitated a little bit, and I want to get some stock footage of the dogs, or I should say B-roll. And then I want to maybe video talk a little bit more, but maybe make this video 15-20 minutes. And then tell me how you think about longer videos. Will it be beneficial because I could literally talk forever, and that's the problem. It sounds like I'm just ranting and raving, or I'm just yammering on. So I'll see you in the next take. See the girl. She looks so beautiful. Shit. And I'm trying to figure out what to do with this video. This is the dog life right here. Just randomly, there's just trash from somewhere, and then they knock off. Here he is right there. There's the culprit. There's the guy. I bet that's what you want. Calm Could it be something scary? A big old dog.
He alone.
So, I wanted to talk about how I don't really feel like picking up the camera, like almost ever. And mainly the biggest thing is like I don't feel like I have a background. Or I don't feel like, you know, I already said this, I look the best. And I don't feel like I'm like smiling or I'm like in a happy mood or, you know, bright-eyed. Like sometimes I just feel like super tired. And when I feel super tired, it ends up causing me to just like look like super annoyed or super groggy. I don't know. Sad was the word. Depressed. So if I could somehow figure out how to just record more often, I think that that'll end up being the solution here. And then the goal then would be trying to figure out what video to make next, you know, on another channel and stuff like that. But still do all the car related stuff, so then that'll obviously still work towards an algorithm, or it'll still work towards other people seeing those particular videos. But yeah, so this video's just about me talking, and I really need to clean this truck, and yeah, lots of life stuff, you know. I just feel like I need to try to harness that moment that I feel like recording, and if I'm able to do that, then I'll figure out how to either just go, oh, so like success and things like that, whenever you feel success, and then you record that feeling. Then whenever it comes time that you want success, you just feel that feeling, you know, and it'll manifest itself, you know, it'll pull it in. I would also pull this in with prayer, silent prayer, you know. So the whole idea is I don't want to keep flooding my thoughts with this channel, but I'll do it on the other channel. But I'll meet you at the property, I think. What? She's like, Dad, take this off of me. Come here. I'm gonna try to work while you're gone. I love you. Bye. So one of the other issues that I have in life, you know, because my life is so difficult, is that I live like I would consider the millionaire lifestyle, right? And as of right now, you know, 2024, in the sense of now that I have, you know, everything that I have currently. So one of the things that I was lacking prior to 2019 was just a strong marriage. I always had a good marriage, but I didn't have a strong marriage. So it took a lot of time to figure out like what I was doing wrong to cause her to do what I considered to be wrong to fix things. And then once I was able to kind of start identifying things and then calling it something, I feel like then I was able to kind of cope with it or learn how to develop a habit that would overcome it, or develop a rule. So for some reason I just like simplicity on everything, so it has to be a rule. So I really want to start videoing more. And the problem is that I want everything to kind of end up being a second nature or a don't worry about it, because with the Canon T2i that I had, it was just constantly worrying about it turning on, turning off, whether or not the cards were going to work, whether or not the batteries were going to work. Sometimes the battery would say it's fully charged and then 2 minutes later it would die. So it was just constant issues. And now that I have this camera, like, I don't have to worry about that. The other issue that I had was in the Honda Accord. It would get good gas mileage, but I wouldn't be able to get anywhere, go around anybody. So I would end up just sitting there behind people, and it was just a big problem. And then as well as it's not interesting to watch on video. So come on guys. So then whenever I wanted to make a video about anything, it's like in 2017, it was like, well, what are you going to make a video about? You're going to have to make a video about your Eclipse or, you know, your Accord, and that's kind of silly. So in 2017, I ended up taking my car, the Accord, to the track just to see what it did, and it was like a 15.9. And then I ended up working on the Eclipse and trying to get that done so that way I could take that car, and that just ended up getting a bunch of stuff done in like November of 2017, and then no, 2018. Yeah, 2018. So then finally in 2018 was whenever I started working on the Eclipse, but I never could finish it. And then I started working on the videos, and then one thing left after another. So anyway, so now I'm trying to get myself figured out what type of videos I want to make and what type of audience I'm going to go with, but not on this channel is what I'm now deciding, in the sense of I should just, I've kind of always had this philosophy, however I just haven't been focusing on it because I really want to focus on the algorithm, I should say, or my ability to make hundreds of videos as opposed to several videos. So on this channel I feel like I shouldn't spam it with hundreds of videos, in the sense of all of my ideas and then all the other people in the world that talk about my same exact idea, and then trying to make hundreds of videos about it in different ways. You know, I just didn't feel like that was the best use of this channel, so I started another channel, and I've been kind of playing with it, and like some of the videos, they'll pop off all of a sudden, you know? It's pretty cool. And then all of a sudden the same type of video again doesn't pop off, so I have to figure out in the video, what did I do different, what is it about? Maybe there's a hook, maybe there's a drop off, all the above. This camera's very heavy. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just keep working on videos in general, but overall on the other channel. The main thing I really want to work on is the bus videos. So the bus is kind of a sad story in my eyes, only because I ended up like forgetting about it, and it's March, coming up on March of 24, and I bought it in March, the end of March of 2020. So that's like 4 years ago, and I'm like, how is that even 4 years ago? Because I was like, yeah, I was gonna make videos. Like, I actually made a whole bunch of videos on the bus and everything, and it's like, well, then where are they, you know? And I don't know how to tell the story from this point, because the story is that I did all this work on it, it's all gutted, and then I just haven't had the chance to build it back up, mainly because life. And the problem is that in 2020 I started like working on the bus instead of spending time with my wife, and then we were both living in separate houses because we just sold our house, long story. So then we were barely ever seeing each other, and she didn't want to come over while I was working on it because then I'm ignoring her. So it was just kind of like very difficult to split time and figure out what I needed to do to make myself happy, make her happy, and then you know, because you have a duty, you know, to both of those things at the exact same time. So now I just got to figure out what I'm gonna do with the bus video, but I have like some of it recorded as far as like I'm buying a bus, and then I figure if I add a little bit of something else with my newer, older, skinnier self, then maybe I could tie the whole story in, and then whenever I pick it up from this point, which is a kind of a dirty mess, right? It's just, you know, I need to get it washed. I need to figure out where to park it so it doesn't get all nasty again, and then as well as maybe even do some kind of like wax and coating. But I don't know why I would do that, because eventually I'm gonna have to color it something other than yellow, but that's also expensive and timely, and I'm also a perfectionist, which brings me to my next point, which is point number blank of why I don't upload videos on YouTube. And that is that I'm a perfectionist and that everything has to be perfect. And then there becomes a time where I'm saying, you know what? Good enough is good enough. Let's call this perfect for what it is. I can always maybe redo it, or I can always blank or blank. But the problem is that I never have time to blank or blank, and I keep thinking, oh, the horizon, I can see the horizon. One day I'll be able to figure something out to where I can maximize my brain and all of my ability to take all this knowledge, put it into an understanding, and potentially make an income for myself. I feel like I've worked for other people, and those other people are very smart and very intelligent, and they're very good at one thing. And that's what I lack. Good at one thing. If I could just focus all of my energy on the one thing every single night, I feel like that would be the key. That would be the one thing that would be able to go through. So you take in all the advice from everybody, like Alex Hermosi and all the other people, and he's like, that was the one thing I missed out on. It was like, I need to focus on one thing, and that's what Layla helped me on, was that if I focused on one thing. What is that? That could be 20 years old. That could be 20 years old. I don't even know if I put it on camera. But every time I'm out here walking on this property, I always find something new. But the little baby boy, he's following me. So whenever it comes to, like I said, making videos, I have the time to record them sometimes, but I don't have the time to edit them, because when you edit them, you're sitting down and you're thinking about it and you're trying to perfect it. But I feel like if I had a script, if I just knew exactly what to say, then I wouldn't have to worry about it, and then I would just say the script, and as long as I felt like during the script I said the script, I can just post it, you know? But the problem is, I'm not as fun and entertaining when I'm not doing something exciting. And then on top of that, then I watch the video, and it is boring, it's blah. And then it needs all this or it needs all that. So it's just one of those things where I don't know what to do, so I don't do anything, and I just sit there. And then I don't make a shot. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to just figure out, make a shot, at least do something on something. Even if you have 100 ideas, I'm thinking at least put something down on that idea, at least so that way it's gone, and at least to stop thinking about it. Because right now, all I seem to do is think about one idea, and then I never fully fill it out, so I need to just focus on one idea. The problem is that all these notes are one idea, but they could be any possible format. So if I started a channel and just called it Justin's Notes channel, then I could put just my notes, and then I was thinking about making it like kind of like a notes theme or something, and then put all my notes in there. But the problem is that then it's not themed specifically to what the notes are about, which is kind of self-help, kind of like this whole idea of you should be determined. But that's the problem, is, you know, to everybody it's different, and it might not be helpful to other people, or it might be helpful, or it might be like coming off as like dominant or demanding or something else, when I'm like, no, actually I think everybody should be like this. And I think the fact that I was somebody was like, no, Justin, you're good with the way you are, was almost like more of a pain in my life than somebody trying to push me, because I always felt the need to be pushed, but then I never was pushed. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm good enough. And then my other self was like, nah, you can do better. And then everybody was around me was like, hey, no, we should be doing this or we should be doing that. And I'd be like, oh, okay. And I'd FOMO and wanted to go hang out and wanted to do stuff. So I don't know. Just a balance of time, and then my own possible ability to say yes and no to I want to go work on this or I want to go work on that. And every time I go to work on a video, I get all gung-ho and excited about it, and then all of a sudden something inside of me just like loses all confidence. And I ended up just don't want to do anything. So it ends up to be nothing. So hopefully I don't keep the British accent and I am able to keep on working on videos. But at least videos for sure on the other channel, which I'm not telling you the name of, mainly because I want to see if you find it on your own. Second of all, because I don't want anything linked in case you know, one of the channels something happens because of something. I don't know what happened. But otherwise, just so that way I can also track to see how genuine all of the viewers are from just that channel's what it did. And the other thing is like, I don't know what else. Obviously I gotta make Instagram, I gotta make TikTok, I gotta make all this other stuff. And then I gotta figure out what other brands or what other idea I want to put it in other than the Justin Notes one. It's the only one I'm telling you, and I don't have that as a channel. So thank you, have a good day. So I'm gonna make a lot more videos about the abandoned property and the abandoned bus and the abandoned Supra and the abandoned Eclipse, but probably right after the abandoned series thing is over, I want people to be like, hey man, I saw your abandoned series, and you just missed the bandwagon on the abandonedness. But thank you very much for watching this video. It's all talking, I understand, I'm sorry. Let me know if that works for you or if I should keep making different ones. But I also will know by the view count, but also that tells me about the thumbnail, also tells me about the title, also tells me, you know what I mean? It's like there's 1,000 things that could have possibly made the video more or less popular, not just the camera style and then what I talked about. So thank you very much. I'm gonna keep editing. Hopefully it works on this channel. Have a good day. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and the other YouTube stuff. He gonna be bye-bye. We got the mower all going. Got the beautiful wife leaving. And beautiful sun. Beautiful sunset. Got the babies. There we go.